Hello Liverpool fans. Hi guys and welcome to the Big Three. I'm here to do the review of the weekend's games. My God, there were some shock results in there. Jesus Christ. You look at a couple and you think, how's that happened? But let's start off with the early kickoff, and it was Tottenham v Wolves. Me and Mac did predict 2-0 I believe, and it did end 1-0 to Spurs. Tottenham versus Wolves. I think Tottenham, as much as they're getting points on the board, they're looking a bit dodgy, you know. They're looking a bit dodgy, like they're getting outplayed. They got outplayed by Chelsea completely, managed to get a point. And then, especially the first half in this Tottenham Wolves game, they got dominated. I was watching it, I was like, what's going on here? And the weird thing about that is that Conte seems to be like the only manager at the minute that's just not playing his new players. Like, some of his old players are not good enough, we all know that. And it will come to bite him if you don't start getting people like Basuma in, Perisic more often, Spence at right back. But yeah, obviously it's that man again who scores, Harry Kane. I mean, I think he's the best striker in the league by a country mile. Some people might say Haaland, but for me, it's Harry Kane. And this is the difference between playing well and getting the points. This manager will get points no matter what. He demands high quality and high running stats and high discipline. He's one of the best managers in the league, and it's another 3 points for Spurs. Wolves on the other end, they're in dire trouble. Next up, guys, it was Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa, and I actually called this on the predictions. Maka went with a Villa win. I went with a 3-0. I thought they was going to absolutely batter Villa, and I was close. It ends 3-1. I said it from day one. Gerrard is not good enough. Not good enough for the Premier League. And he's getting all the money he wants, and he's not being able to do anything with it. He's got a really good set of players there, and they just lose too many games. I don't know what it is about this obsession with Gerrard and Lampard being good managers. They're not. They're not. Steven Gerrard needs to be sacked by Aston Villa. I think he's won 10, lost 16, I believe, something like that. Not good enough. Great result for Vieira. Vieira's the better manager, and he's shown that again. But you won't hear the praise for him. I wonder why that is. But yeah, Wilfried Zaha again on fire. And it's an important 3 points for Palace as they try and break the top 10 this season. Next up, guys, this one hurts me. It hurts me because I'm from Nottingham and I really want them to do well. It's Everton 1, Nottingham Forest 1. And it's an 89th minute equaliser from Damari Gray that stopped Forest from getting all 3 points. Heartbreaking, honestly, but it's a good point in retrospect for Forest away at Goodison Park. I mean, I actually predicted 1-0 loss for Forest, so to come away with a point, it's not bad. And I think Steve Cooper, what a manager, honestly, what a manager. He's got 4 points out of 9 so far. His only loss being away at Newcastle, who have also had a crazy start. But yeah, Steve Cooper, he looks great for the team, and I think he can keep him up if he carries on the way he's going. Unfortunately, he's got Spurs and Man City next, so I think they'll stay on 4 points. But yeah, so far so good. As far as Everton are concerned, 1 point out of 9. Frank Lampard will be sacked this season. The players that they've brought in are just bog standard. The club's in a mess. 60 million has now been bidded for Anthony Gordon. I think Chelsea are going to go back in, and they will get the player. They're in a whole lot of trouble, Everton Football Club, and they need to find the first winning quick. Now then, what a game this was. Fulham 3, Brentford 2. What a game. Fulham actually going 2-0 up in this game, and Brentford bringing it back to 2-2. But a late Mitrovic goal, as always, won them this game. I predicted Fulham to win the game. Mac predicted Brentford to win the game. I just thought with the home crowd at Craven Cottage they would win this, and it was a 5-goal thriller. So a massive 3 points for Fulham, which I think puts them like in the top 6 at the minute. So what a start they've had. I really like how they're playing at the minute, and I did predict Fulham to go down. I'm kind of eating custard pie here, but they're doing well. As far as Brentford are concerned, it's a loss, but it's not that bad in terms. They will stay up quite easily. They've got too much firepower. They smashed Man United the other week, as we know. They will stay up, Brentford. They're too good. They've got too many good players. But that is 3 points dropped in a game where you probably would think Brentford could get something. So, great win for Fulham. Then, this was a real shock for me. I say shock, but was it a shock? Like, Leicester 1, Southampton 2. That is a massive, massive 3 points for Southampton away at Leicester. I said they would go down this season, but if they pick up results like that, they'll be just fine. Leicester City, I think it's gone pure stale with Brendan Rodgers on it. It's gone stale. I mean, they couldn't even beat Stockport. They couldn't even beat Stockport in the cup. They had to go through on penalties. They couldn't even score past them. I just think the players have had enough. I think the players have had enough of Brendan Rodgers now, and I think it's time to go. Leicester, they've started really bad, aren't they? Really, really bad. And it doesn't get any easier. They've got Chelsea away next. So that's another 0 points, I think. I can see this going one way, and that's Leicester going and sacking the manager. But Southampton, good 3 points. They've got us next, and we best fucking beat them. Then the other game on the TV, it's Bournemouth versus Arsenal. Now, I watched this, and this was men against boys. Bournemouth don't belong in the league, and Arsenal are on the up. They've got some quality players now. I still don't think the manager's good enough, but the players they've acquired, they look serious. Jesus is serious. Saliba is serious. Gabriel is serious. Saka is serious. And they've got a really good team going there now. I do think Arsenal will finish 4th. All this win the league talk, Jesus Christ, we're going to be laughing at that in May. But yeah, easy 3-0 for Arsenal. I mean, Bournemouth were out the game in the first 15 minutes. It was 2-0. Bad performance really at home. You should be doing better than that when you're at home. Should be making a game of it. And to be 2-0 down in 15 minutes, you've got a hell of a lot of work to do. So, easy 3 points for Arsenal. Bournemouth will take it as it's a top 6 club they've lost to, and they'll just move on, which is fair enough. 3 points for the Arsenal. Now then, Leeds 3, Chelsea 0. Leeds 3, Chelsea 0. Koulibaly sent off. Jesus Christ. Chelsea got battered from pillar to post. I watched the game. Leeds could have had 5. They really could have had 5 or 6. This was a shocking performance from Chelsea. And I've been saying it for a while. Edouard Mendy is overrated. Overrated. Another mistake from Mendy. But putting aside the mistakes, I think what's going on at Chelsea, man? They can't create a chance to save their life. They genuinely can't create a chance. They're relying on defenders to score goals. Like, what is going on with Tuchel's system? He's got to change something. I think he's got to change something. But all credit to Leeds, man. They battered them. Jack Harrison, Dan James, Rodrigo. They was all on fire. And what a 3 points. And what a start to the season for Leeds. Absolutely battered them. And big up to Leeds, man. Because obviously Chelsea is a direct rival of Man United. So now then, this is getting to the point where questions need to be asked. West Ham 0, Brighton 2. A home fixture lost against a direct rival of West Ham's. One finished 7th, one finished 9th last season. You've got to start asking questions now. That's 3 games, no points. Not even a single goal scored in the Premier League yet for West Ham. It gets tough. It gets tougher as well. They've got Aston Villa away next, which is not easy. Where's the goal going to come from? Where's the points going to come from? Like, I think if West Ham lose the next 2, then Moyes will be on the verge of the sack. If they lose the next 3, it'll be gone. So it's really time for West Ham to start putting points on the board now, because it's just not good enough. When you're at home against Brighton, I thought they'd at least get a goal. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, they've lost 2-0 to City, 1-0 to Forest and 2-0 to Brighton. A lot of work to do for West Ham, but let's just big up Brighton. Graham Potter is an absolute elite coach. He's destined for a big job. I always believed he would get the Arsenal job because I believed Arteta would be gone sometime this season, but that don't look like it's going to be happening. But I do believe Graham Potter is destined for a big job, and what a job he's doing, man. Big 3 points for Brighton. Now, this game was fucking crazy, wasn't it? Newcastle 3, Manchester City 3. Newcastle actually went 3-1 up in this game, but City being City, 3-2, 3-3 in the space of 5 minutes. I believe it was Haaland and Bernardo Silva. What an thrilling game, and I tell you what, Man City obviously they've went there to win, to get the 3 points. They want to win the Premier League title, but I think coming away with a point, being 3-1 down with an hour on the board, they've got to be happy with that. It's a point gained as far as I'm concerned. Newcastle are playing some good football, man. Really are playing some good football. And I'll tell you one thing I've seen in the game, and if you're Manchester United, you get him in tomorrow. Alan Saint-Maxim. Jesus, what a player this guy is. His feet are frightening. And I think with a bit better coaching, he could be deadly in front of goal as well, because he's got the technique. But yeah, Kyle Walker was being spun around. He was being put on toast, man. It was disrespectful the way Kyle Walker was getting through about by Alan Saint-Maxim. But in the end, they did share the points, and it's a big result for the rest of the league. Obviously, no one wants to see City just win 32 games of the season. And Newcastle have started on the third game by taking some points off them. Well. If it isn't Man United beating Liverpool. Man United 2, Liverpool 1. And don't let the scoreline fool you. Liverpool got battered. They got battered. And let me just give a bit of respect to a man that came on at half time. And he was unbelievable. I just love watching this player. Tony Martial. He's absolutely world class. World class. We need to keep him in the team as much as possible. I think him and Sancho on each wing is absolutely deadly. Honestly, I really do. Even if you want to play him up front and put Rashford on the wing, I think them three will just get him behind all day. And it's about time Manchester United put in that sort of effort into a game. We ran 2 kilometres more than them. The game before that, we run 14 kilometres less than Brentford. And this is the fucking basic expectation of Manchester United Football Club. As far as Liverpool are concerned, Jesus Christ, they're in trouble. They're lucky they've got 3 home games out of the next 4, because Jesus, they need them. They've dropped 7 out of 9 points in the league already. It's unheard of for Liverpool, really. They haven't won a game yet. They've conceded first in the last, is it 7 or 8 games? Which is just weird. But yeah, Liverpool seem all over the place at the minute, and I'm so glad we beat them. It's been a while since we beat them in the Premier League. I feel like we deserved it on the night. Yes, they've got injuries, but that's not our problem at the end of the day. And it's a massive 3 points for Manchester United. It really is. We was obviously on 0 points after the start we've had. So to be on 3 out of 9 looks a bit better. We need to win the next 2, and then it will look okay. And it starts at the weekend, Southampton away. I'm expecting 2-3-0 minimum. That's what I expect. But yeah, 2-1 Manchester United. What a weekend of fixtures. It was mental. The Leeds game, the Man United game, the West Ham result, the Newcastle result. But yeah, what a weekend of games. And thanks for watching, guys. It's always appreciated. Me and Maka will be back tomorrow or Friday, I believe, with the game week 4 predictions. I believe it's close on the score now. I think Maka might still be 2 clear, or maybe 3, but it's very close. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.